This video is going to show you how to measure out your watercolor paper to create these different areas using either college ruled paper or wide ruled paper. It depends on what kind of paper you have around. Okay, so obviously fold it into fourths, so you create essentially what looks like a little ruler. I like to number them, my little columns there. I also folded it over so that way I could draw some more lines. So I created my own little ruler here, okay? Easy peasy. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, since our paper isn't really perfect in terms of the length, I'm going to show you what kind of measurements we're using for this, okay? So, here's what I do. I'm going to go ahead and go to another piece of paper to show you how I created this layout. All right. Now, I used the college ruled paper, and what I did was this, is I did a little bit of math. Okay, simple, and basically 9 is going to be our measurement. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a mark every 9 lines. So it's not before the 9, it's after the 9. 9 plus 9 is going to be 18. 18 plus 9 is going to be 27, right? And then 27 plus 9 is going to be about 36. So that's going to take me to the end of the paper. Then what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and do that again, but I'm going to do that a couple more times down the paper. 9, 18, 27, end of the paper. I'm using, by the way, a 2H pencil. That's important because you don't want dark lines. Don't use a pen. 9, 18, 27, end of the paper. Now from here, what I'm doing is I'm going to notice my lines. I'm going to line up my paper, the edge, and I'm going to actually use it as a ruler. See? And that's how I could get my lines as straight as possible. Now, if you are using the wide ruled paper, okay, wide ruled is 7. So it would be at 7, 14, 21, and then the edge. Okay. Do I really need to draw this one? No, I really don't. But I'm a little retentive, and that's what I do. That's a little bit of my OCD kicking in. Okay, so that's where I'm at right there, right? Now, the next one's going to be a little bit trickier, okay? Because it's going to be creating these columns. So I'm going to create a row, and then a bigger row, smaller row, so on and so forth. So with my college ruled paper, you see I make a mark at 2, then 13. 2, then 13. With my wide ruled, it's going to be a little bit different, okay? I'm actually going to make a mark at 1, and then 10, or excuse me, 11. 1 and then 11, okay? So it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and do this with my college rule. I like to turn my paper because it's a little bit easier for me. And again, I'm going to go 2, 13. I'm going to do that here as well. 2, 13. Now I slide my piece of paper over my ruler. 2, 13. 2, 13, slide it down, 2, 13, and this goes by pretty fast, right? And now I connect my dots. All right, come in here and here. And what I'll do is basically what's going to happen is I'm going to have a grid or a table on here. And I need to do this to 2 pieces of paper. Okay. So I'm going to need to do that to 2 pieces of paper. It doesn't need to be perfect. All right. But it definitely needs to be as uniform as possible. So there we go. I have my second piece of paper. There's my first. There's my second. That's all I need to do. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know.